Hello and a very warm welcome to Exposure TV. We hope you enjoyed the first two programmes earlier on this afternoon. I'm Alex.
And I'm Zara, yes. And now for your third helping of the day. You can't say we don't spoil you. We're live for the next hour from the Atrium in the slightly overcast Cardiff. So Alex, how are you feeling about the show today? Are you excited?
I'm excited. I can't wait. It's good. It's a good show. We've got a great lineup.
Yeah.
What about you, Sarah? Are you ready for this?
Honestly, I can't wait. We have so much in store for our lucky viewers today. But before we take a look at what we've got lined up, Exposure would be nothing without you guys at home, so please do get in touch. We have our social media guru, Sophie, waiting in the hub to hear from you.
Yes, we do. Sophie, how today?
Hey guys, I'm really good today. I'm excited for the show and I think we have a brilliant lineup.
We do.
I'm standing by, so if you have any stories, pictures, or you'd just like to comment on anything that you see within today's show, then please get in touch. You can have your say via our Twitter page using the handle @ExposureUSW. We'd love to hear from you and keep an eye out of today's hashtags. Send in your messages and I'll try to read them out later on in the show.
Now we've got a fantastic lineup for you today. We're already into May and full of you, all you students out there, graduation is fast approaching. We'll be catching up with a past student and taking a look at what you can do post-university.
And with summer not too far in the distance, we've got some great tips on the best ways to save money when booking your summer holiday.
Can't wait.
And we've got some very special guests. The guys from the band Peasants King will be joining us later on to discuss their EP.
And the Atrium's very own Megan Wigley-Jones will be discussing her summer plans.
Oh.
Here's what's to come.
Why am I looking in camera 3? Wow, that looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty great show.
Indeed it is, and to kick off the show, the lovely Sophie has joined us to discuss the latest entertainment news. Oh, I'm excited. What have you got for us?
Okay, so there's a lot happening in the news this week. First up, we have that Matt Smith has joined forces for the new Schwarzenegger Terminator film.
Oh.
Yes, the former Doctor Who star has signed up to play an unspecified original role in the new Terminator film. Studio Paramount have said that Smith will play a new character with a strong connection to John Connor, who is the leader of the anti-machine resistance in the films.
Well, that's going to be really interesting.
And it's a good role for him as well to go from being the Doctor to working with Schwarzenegger, a legend in terms of action films like
Plus,
Terminator.
he's got such a big fan following that he's going to be able to pull right into there as well, which will be awesome.
Yeah,
Smith has
agreed.
also been quoted as saying, "All I can say about Terminator is that I'm very excited to be part of the Terminator franchise because those movies, especially the first two, are brilliant. It's very exciting."
Can't wait for that.
Yes.
And it's allegedly out next. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I think I've got the wrong information here, but I think it's out next year.
Don't tease us, Sophie.
I better check
Teasing
that
you.
information.
Back at home.
Okay, so next up we have the Met Gala ball, which took place on Monday. Did any of you see it?
Yes,
I
of course.
watched a legal live stream.
So the Met Gala ball took place on Monday, and stars who graced the red carpet include Beyonce and Jay-Z, David and Victoria Beckham, Rihanna, the Kardashian sisters, Blake Lively, and Benedict Cumberbatch.
It was a very good lineup.
It was a fantastic lineup.
was.
And it was so.
Who was your best choice, Sophie?
For me, I absolutely loved what Victoria Beckham and Rihanna were wearing. I think they look very smart and sophisticated in the white.
Rihanna, beautiful.
Lovely. I liked the urban edge to her outfit.
Yes.
It was very, very edgy,
And
but
very
I thought it was very
Showed her
sophisticated.
tattoos as well really nicely. Just
It did,
on the wrist,
it
which
did.
was lovely.
Zara, what about you?
I'd have to say my favourite was Dita Von Teese. She was classically elegant as always. For me, it was mainly her hair. I loved how beautiful her hair looked, and the back of her dress was stunning.
It was.
And the fact she got to go with Zach Posen to the Met was so cute. They looked gorgeous together in the pictures.
Alex, who's your favourite?
I loved Lupita. Like, I loved the idea of what she was wearing, but it did look like a fishnet / dream catcher. No, like, I love her, and I thought you're brave for pulling that off. but never again.
It was different. It was very different.
It was different.
What did you guys think of Beyonce's dress? Because Beyonce and Jay-Z were dubbed the best dressed couple at the awards. Jay-Z wore a simple yet very effective white spin on the white tie.
Yes.
And Beyonce was wearing a dress with a plunging neckline, a high thigh split, and a sheer texture. The dress was very sheerly textured, which showed off her figure. What did you guys think of it?
I think for Beyonce, it looked amazing, but for anyone else, I'd be like, nah, get it off now.
It was weirdly elegant, so I really loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, last step, we have that Adele has teased their fans
yeah.
by maybe possibly announcing a new album.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's done this over Twitter. She posted a selfie with a caption, "Bye bye 25, see you again later this year."
Yeah.
This was posted the day before her 25th birthday and follows on from her previous albums, which have been named after her age.
Yeah.
For her album, 21, she won 6 Grammy Awards,
Wow.
and her song "Rolling in the Deep" dominated the radio
It
chart.
did.
What's your opinions on Adele, guys?
I love Adele, but for this album, which she can write about not the pain of heartbreak, pain of childbirth, I think.
It's funny you say that, because she has actually said that, it's been quoted anyway, allegedly said that, "I'm never writing a breakup record again, by the way. I'm done with being the bitter witch."
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to hear her, but let's move on to entertainment that's perhaps more closer to home. Maybe a story that we can all talk about right now in university.
Yes, at the moment, the Atrium have launched a new university app. On there, you can book equipment out, book rooms out, basically everything you can do on the UniLife website, but it's all on your phone. Have you guys downloaded it?
It's called UniLife, and yes, I have downloaded it. It's a handy little app in terms of trying to book out equipment when you're on the go, but they haven't fully updated it yet to be used on phones, so booking out equipment's a little hard.
Right,
Admittedly, I haven't downloaded it
I
just
haven't either.
because I don't know. First, I didn't know there was an app, and two, I didn't think it was necessary for me to have an app where I can just book it online on my laptop or iPad. So
Yeah,
and after hearing Zara's review of it, I'm not sure if I want to. So.
yeah.
Well, Zara, as you know, I constantly love my phone, and so do you, Sophie. I take a lot of selfies, and I've decided to share my love for it with you both and all of you at home. So.
What my favourite thing was, I instantly knew my answer would be my phone. I'm stuck to it. I text constantly, I'm on Facebook, I tweet, and I take endless selfies. So much fun! Plus, there are tons of apps to keep me in the know and entertained.
Hey Alex, do you know what the weather's doing today?
Oh, I don't know. Let me check my app.
Oh, hey Alex, have you got the new email from Steve?
No, I haven't, but let me check my app.
Oh, hey Alex, have you had the update about the missing airplane?
Oh, no, I haven't. Let me check my app.
Oh, hey Alex, have you seen Kimmy K's new Instagram?
Oh, no, I haven't, but let me check my app.
Oh, hey Alex, have you seen what's trending on Twitter?
Oh, no, I haven't, but let me check my app. Now that you know what my favourite thing is, please do tweet us or Facebook us at ExposureUSW and tell us what your favourite thing is. Oh, I better take this. Oh, hi. Oh, I know. So windy, right? Did you see my Facebook status?
Really? Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. Well, as you can tell, my phone's part of my life, and if I'm honest, I can't live without it. Now, you probably think I need Jesus or Oprah, but
Maybe
we're going to move
Oprah.
on. We're going to move on. What's your favourite food, Zara? Because you know what mine is.
Well,
Tell me.
if I had to pick, I'd probably say my little puppy Luca. He's an adorable little Pomeranian who's going to be turning 1 year old in July. And he's just a big ball of fluff, perfect when you're trying to study. He just sits there and you cuddle him all the time. So,
Cute.
yeah, that would have to be my favourite
I agree,
thing.
your dog is a cute.
But what about you, Sophie?
Oh, it's a tough one. I think that my favourite thing would probably be my hair straighteners, because let's be honest, guys, you do not want to see this hair in the
We
morning.
do.
You really don't. So on the topic of favourite things, we'd love to hear from you. Get involved and tweet us in with your favourite things. Send them to @ExposureTV, and I'll try and read them out later on in the show.
So today we sent our reporter for On the Day to talk in the people of Cardiff about the education system.
So here is Ellen with her small VT on what maybe we should have for education in the UK.
BBC News has revealed that the curriculum may be updated to involve social media. But what do the people of Cardiff think? teenagers should be studying in school? And is there a place for Twitter? What subjects do you think teenagers should be studying in school?
I think they should concentrate more on like creative stuff, because I think schools don't really necessarily like look at creative stuff, more like academic. So I think they should do.
What subjects do you think teenagers should be studying in school?
Okay, definitely the core, maths, science and English. Maybe more science. I hated science. Maybe they should make it fun. And then maybe bring in some other cool ones like, I don't know, like free time. Like a free time hour, but it's got to be productive. Like if you want to skateboard, go down to the park and skateboard.
What subjects do you think teenagers should be studying in school?
I think there's a thing that people should look at, which is the STEM subjects, but there's an interesting topic which is STEM to STEAM, and that's about incorporating an A in there that looks at how you study the arts and how arts become a practicality of everything you do. So being creative is a great way to learn, and not enough people put enough emphasis on learning art and design and different areas of creative industries.
I've still not thought, but I don't know. We had quite, in school myself, we had quite a wide range. We could do like, for sport, we could like take skateboarding or BMXing as well, so it was quite odd, but we could do what we wanted really, but so it's more an open range, so like we can focus more to what people would like to do rather than what they're forced to do, but it's a bit awkward to say what though, isn't it?
Do you think there's a place for Twitter in school?
Oh, it's just a distraction, isn't it? So maybe if the headmistress had one, or headmaster, and they tweeted around, that could get a bit of school stuff going, but no, it's just a distraction otherwise.
No. I'm not sure why, but it's a bit silly. It's like, if you watch like programs on TV about the police things, like, it's a 999 program on the other day, and like 90% of their calls are now to do like bullying over Facebook and stuff. So it's just wasting a lot of time because they can't go out to all the calls. So probably not, just because we'll make it more widely known, isn't it? But
So definitely no to having it in the English curriculum.
it's just silly. But yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Cheers.
I'm gonna try and get.
So there were mixed responses on the streets of Cardiff about Twitter. So we'd like to hear your opinion. Ironically, tweet us at ExposureUSW to let us know what you think.
Some interesting responses there. Like, I agree with the guy about not having Twitter involved in the classroom.
Yeah, I think it would just be a bit too much, really.
Also, what would they hashtag? Like Shakespeare? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is that relevant to my learning?
I do think keeping drama and any kind of art in education is really important, because there are some people that are definitely more creative, so it helps them flourish really whilst they're in school.
Exactly. So that's it for the first part. We're going to take a short break, but stay tuned as we'll be looking at how to break into the creative industry after university. We've also got a graduate with a very interesting change in career that you don't want to miss. See you in 2.
Thinking about applying for university? Then what about the Atrium, Cardiff's campus of the University of South Wales, located in the heart of the city just off the M4. The university's parking facilities and student accommodation could not be any more convenient, with both just a stone's throw away. And inside, the Atrium has a very relaxed, friendly atmosphere surrounded by its impressive modern interior. If you're creative, the university offers over 30 courses to choose from, with state-of-the-art TV, radio and photography studios, a full library and equipment readily available, on-site eating facilities, and let's not forget the Students' Union located just behind the building. So what are you waiting for? Inquire about an open day today.
What is Exposure TV?
Fun. Fresh. Educational.
Entertaining. Current. Topical. Creative. And new. Who's Exposure for?
You. You.
You. You. You. You. You.
You.
You.
Exposure TV!
Welcome back to Exposure.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, graduation is fast approaching, and as students, it can be a really daunting time of your life. You're moving on and starting something new. It's no secret that graduates often find it difficult adjusting to the life after university. Alex, what do you think will be the biggest graduate challenge you'll face?
I think for me, it's trying to get a career in sort of the industry that I want to go into, and then trying to find that experience to get that career, because you always need some form of experience. What about you, Zara?
Well, I feel that maybe the biggest challenge is just going to be breaking out of the university routine and trying to get into the working world routine. I know I've got a little bit of an advantage because I have a part-time job, but I feel that the media industry is going to be so different.
Yes.
So if you're feeling a little apprehensive at the thought of what path to follow or the next step to take, then here's Lloyd and Alan Morgan's from Rocketer Video Production. I got tongue-tied, sorry.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
You've got tongue-tied.
Okay.
I'm Lloyd Morgan from Rocketer Video Production. We're a full-service video production company based down in Cardiff Bay. Rocketer was started back in 2010, and we work across the UK, producing videos for corporate, training, promotional purposes. I studied video production at university, and I was really keen to get into sort of the film and television industry. After university, I went travelling, and when I got back, I certainly realised how difficult it was to get into the industry. So what I did was I set up my own business, which was a bit of a daring move, and it certainly changed my perspective of the whole industry. I absolutely love my career. The industry is exciting, it's always changing, new technology, new styles. You can be as creative as you like, but it is a tough industry. There's a lot of competition, and you've got to be constantly at the forefront of that. It's been a tough 4 years sort of getting the business to where it is, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
I'm Alan Morgan. I'm head of the post-production side here, so I do like the editing, things like that, and I also help Lloyd like the idea side of like when we do a promo video to get the ideas for the videos.
The most important skills to have breaking into the industry would have to be resilience and creativity. You know, it's a tough industry to get into. There's a lot of competition. You've got to be good, and you've got to be able to take a few rejections.
You've got to be willing to do. You've got to be very enthusiastic. You've got to be very proactive, and sort of constantly develop your skills, like in your own time.
I think it's a real shame that universities don't sort of prepare their graduates, so their students, well enough for the industry. They often give long sort of deadlines for projects, when the reality is when you're actually in the industry you've got to turn things around in 24 hours, 48 hours. So I would make sure that you get some work experience. That's really, really valuable. It's certainly something that I look for in CVs. But interestingly, now that I'm hiring, I'm getting CVs through the door each week. And you've got to really, really stand out to get people's attention. There's so many graduates trying to get into the industry, and there's so many people who haven't gone to university who are trying to get into it as well. So don't just send a boring email. Don't just send a traditional CV. Send a video. Send something interesting. You know, to try and make yourself stand out.
Well, look for work experience. Just ask employers maybe just for 1 week. Can I just come and see how you work, things like that. And it's something you can put on your CV at the end of the day. And just like I said, making your own thing. You learn so much from making your own things.
Wow, like props to him for starting his own sort of business.
Yeah, definitely.
And persevering with it, because obviously the industry is hard to crack. You know, just trying to get that job and trying to work in the media industry.
It was interesting that all his hard work definitely paid off. And the overall thing we're getting from that really is that it's so important to be able to stand out in the industry.
I agree. So Zara, what are your plans after university?
Well, that's a really big question, Alex. Whew, well, where to start? Well, luckily, as I've already said before, I have a part-time job, so I'm hoping to stick with that for a bit while I build up some more experience within the media industry, and hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, I will one day be a presenter.
Like you're doing now.
Yeah, pretty much just like this. So Alex, what are your plans for the future then?
I want to do a year of trying to gain teaching experience.
Yeah.
Try and go down the drama teacher route, with that mix of maybe cruise work or being an au pair in foreign countries, just getting a lot of experience and earning money. That's key for me.
Money.
Money, that's my life.
Money.
But you don't always have to continue with the field of your degree after university. This year at Exposure, we're catching up with several graduates in a feature entitled Where Are They Now? Here's Saran Chubb, who graduated from the university last year.
My name's Saran, I'm 22 years old. I graduated last year in 2013 and I studied fashion promotion. It's really strange actually being back. I miss it so bad, so I'm feeling a little bit sad but also reminiscing, so I'm feeling a little bit happy seeing all the wonderful walls around me. I've gone a little bit different, down a different path. I'm actually working in John Lewis across the road on the beauty counter Benefit Cosmetics. I'm currently acting manager of the counter and just a beauty advisor in my day-to-day job. I don't think I'd like to stay as counter manager. I'd like to definitely rise up, and I think that's what university gives you, is that drive and ambition to achieve more. Well, I was actually working part-time at Next to fund my alcohol habits throughout university life, and I just auditioned for the role as beauty advisor straight away. I don't think I'd even finished university and walked straight into a full-time job there, so that was quite nice to just know that I had a bit of stability financial wise and just something to keep me going. Definitely my favourite memories, I'd have to say, is the social aspect of university. So it was the nights out, the total stupid stuff that you end up doing, and looking back at photographs now you just totally miss it so bad. So I feel that university has helped me within the working world, definitely, in helping me think independently and helping me see that what I can do within my own limits and see how I can really develop myself. And it also has me thinking about different things constantly rather than just taking things for what they are and accepting them. I'm always searching for something different. Going into the workplace of something that you really want to do, and it's completely different from university where you're with your friends and there's no competitive edge really. It's about doing the best you can. Whereas in the workplace you have to really work for it and really have the drive to do it every day rather than just be a deadline at the end of the month. I definitely think that I would work in the fashion industry, not the high fashion. That's something that I tried, been there, done that, and I would never go back. But the retail industry is something that I definitely feel I could explore, especially head office. Getting into buying and merchandising is something that I would maybe like to do. So this time next year I see myself still with Benefit because I absolutely love their makeup and I love the brand and it's so much fun, but hopefully climbing a little bit more, so to definitely nail getting this promotion that I want as counter manager. Might take a bit longer than a year, but I'll get there, I'm sure. So for the people that are still here, definitely make the most of it. As stressful as I remember it being, just make the most of every second that you've got left, especially graduation, because that's going down as one of the best days of my life. And for the people that have graduated, I would say lower your expectations a little bit, just get a job. No job is a waste of time. I'm already in 7 short months managing, so that's something that I've never thought I would get into, but this has been perfect for me and I'm loving every second.
Well, Saran may have taken a different route from what she studied in university, but props to her for finding a job after university. That's going to staff again. Today. It's a lot of stats. Why are you laughing?
It's just the props. All of today, everything. Guys, if you want to, tweet in how many times Alex says props throughout the show.
What do you think about, what will you miss about university life, Zara?
I think, personally, I'm going to miss about university life is mainly all of my friends and from everything, like from parties, of course from parties all the way to SU lunch. I used to love that. But also our performance workshops. I loved those and they were always a good laugh. And hiring out equipment and not having to pay for it.
Yes. We're not going to go there, Zara.
What about you, Alex? What will you miss out the most?
I'm going to miss, obviously, the people that I've made friends here, not seeing them every day. Plus being a student, you know, the discount, not you, Zara. Joking, but yeah, the discounts that we get, the benefits, being a student, student BAFTA card is amazing. Being able to go see films for free for like ages, it's just, I just can't. But,
no, the BAFTA is great.
Yeah, sorry, Zara. So let's see what you guys at home think, Sophie. So we haven't forgotten about you.
Thanks, guys. Well, we've had a lot of people tweeting in. Frisia has said, I love it when it's raining at night. Hashtag my favourite thing. I do like it. I don't mind it when it's raining at night, as long as it's in the winter time. Let's be honest. Who wants rain in the summer? Amy Mills has tweeted in, my favourite thing is my MacBook. I've got my life on there. So many memories, I'd be gutted if I lost it. Amy, I'm right there with you. My laptop broke the other week, and I've got to be honest, I think I cried for hours. Sam has tweeted in and said, it's a tricky decision, but my favourite thing is probably shopping. Hashtag shopaholic, hashtag exposure TV. I think that's most people's favourite things, especially when they get their loan in. Han Jones 93 has tweeted in saying, my favourite thing has got to be my dressing gown. So the first thing I put on in the morning when I over my pyjamas to get up and have a cup of tea. It's nice in there to sit and watch some TV. And lastly, we have Lois Bacon 93 has tweeted in to say, Alex, I love your scarf and maybe you should marry your phone. Hashtag in love. To be honest, Lois, I think if it was legal, he probably would. Keep them coming in to our Facebook and Twitter pages at Exposure USW.
Well, it's great to see so many of you getting in touch and supporting us and Alex's scarf. Thank you all, we really appreciate it.
Absolutely, please keep it up. So we've talked about setting up your own business and trying something a little different after university.
But what if you decide you want to take a completely different path? Early on this week, I met up with Lee, who made the decision to try something a little bit unexpected.
Ooh.
Graduation can be a daunting time for any student as they reach the end of their education and try to find a job in their chosen field of study. But what happens if you decide to do something different to your degree? Lee graduated from the University of Manchester with a degree in mathematics, but has gone on to a career with No Fit State in Cardiff. What made you decide to study maths at university?
Kind of natural progression from what I was kind of enjoying at the time. It was just like the subjects that I was doing at school and through sixth form, and I just kind of the math thread stayed with me, and it was kind of the area I was really interested in. So.
What made you decide not to pursue a career in maths then afterwards?
Because this came up just before I graduated, and I preferred the sound of it, to be honest. I think it grabbed me more. I kind of, it was something I really enjoyed doing, and if I was able to make a career out of it, then brilliant. So far it's going well, and it's a much harder thing to plan to make a career in, so you kind of take the opportunity that arises, really.
When did you first start to perform? Was it during uni or did you start before?
I started doing bits during university. Kind of started getting opportunities during the summer between university, and then I got a lot of opportunities through the Circus Society while I was at university.
What would you say your favourite part of being a No Fit State member is?
Travelling around with other people. You know, it's quite a big company who still live and travel together when we're touring, so it's a really nice environment, lots of other people who are training the same sort of things as me, so it's a really good crowd to kind of bounce off and get ideas from. And
it sounds like you're a really big family. And if you had to choose, what would you say is your favourite discipline?
You know, I'm always finding new things. I don't know, it's quite hard for me to pick a favourite area. I'm quite renowned for giving everything a go, and it's kind of still the way I go, and I use all the things that I've learned before, you know, using my parkour background to kind of influence all the other disciplines that I try, and there's not been like one thing that I'm like, right, I'm going to stop parkour and go into that.
Wow, like, you know, he might have not chosen a job that's to do with his maths degree, but he's doing something that he does enjoy, and all that tumbling has just got me exhausted, Zara. Look, I just about roll on my side of my bed. I can't even do that.
Well, I definitely love keeping fit, so I was really interested when I went there.
Amazing.
And it's definitely all about doing what you love and being passionate about something. Passion can be your best motivator, guys.
I agree. Even though it may not be linked to his degree, he's successful earning money, he's doing what he enjoys best. You know, there's no point staying with a particular field just because you feel like you have to.
Absolutely. And good luck to Lloyd, Alan, Saran and Lee, who have all gone on to do something that they are truly passionate about. That's one more time, Alex.
Well, I had to snap for them. Well, we're already halfway through the show and it's time for a short break. Make sure you join us after the adverts as we'll be showing you what's going on in theatres across Cardiff over the summer. Also, the fantastic Peasants King will be joining us live.
Cadwallader is a well-established Welsh family-run cafe, perfectly situated on an individual pier within Cardiff Bay. Cadwallader's promises to provide the best quality service and products. Let's take a look at what's on the menu. A wide variety of traditional ice creams and sundaes containing the secret ingredient, with flavours ranging from strawberry to chocolate chip to mint to bubblegum. A comprehensive food menu to suit all tastes and budgets. Various hot drinks with specially developed exclusive blends and flavours, and an extensive choice of fancy cakes. Cadwallader's also offers 10% discounts to Wales Millennium Centre ticket holders and students with a valid ID card. With fantastic views overlooking the bay, a truly relaxing and enjoyable experience here at Cadwallader's is guaranteed.
Welcome to the University of South Wales, Newport City campus. Situated along the bank of the River Usk, the university has a modern and contemporary design and state-of-the-art facilities, studios, teaching rooms and a library full of resources. Here we aim to create a vibrant and creative space to help nurture our students. For more information, please visit www.southwales.ac.uk.
Welcome back. Here's what's still to come on the rest of the show.
Well, that looks amazing, and we've still got plenty more in store for you this evening. Now, summer's not too far in the distance, so Alex, have you booked your summer holiday yet?
Look, Zara, unfortunately, I have not booked a holiday yet. I haven't even had time with all my dissertation work. But I wouldn't know where to start. Like, what website do I go on? What deals can I get? Like, what travel agents? You know, I need some help here.
Well, you know, I absolutely love holidays, so I think I can help you there.
Thank you.
And for all of you at home that are also looking to get your last-minute holiday plans together, here's Annie with some amazing tips on how to save money when you're booking a summer break.
Now that Easter is over, many of us are trying to get in those last-minute deals and book a summer holiday. Whether you're looking for a short break to get away for a few days, or a week, a fortnight, or even longer, the last thing you really want to do is go and blow a huge budget. It's so easy to do, everyone's done it, and I've certainly done it. So if you're looking to book a trip, don't just wing it. Being cost conscious is the way forward, and there are tons of ways to help you save some of your hard-earned cash, and I've got 10 top tips to help you do just that. So the first and probably the most important tip really is to set yourself a maximum budget for what you want to spend overall. So within that you want to include your holiday spending money, your accommodation and your transfer costs. You could also budget for new summer clothes and excursions, but always be realistic about what you can afford and make sure you try and stick to that budget. So maybe you could think about using a budget planning tool similar to the one on the Money Saving Expert website. So the second tip then is to consider travelling off-peak or midweek. Now the school summer holidays usually run from the middle of July to the start of September, so think about booking your holiday around those times and you can save a massive amount on holiday costs. The third tip then is to think about booking an all-inclusive package. Now this includes your accommodation, your flights, your food and your drink all in, so you won't need to take a great deal of spending money with you. Some holiday destinations, such as Spain and Cyprus, have seen a decline in holiday costs. The euro is the only major currency that gives you more euros for your pound compared to last year. Always double check the final prices before you confirm. This is a trap I've fallen into a number of times. There's a few companies out there which seem a lot cheaper when you first begin booking, but then they end up adding on extra costs like transfers and luggage fees. So when buying travel accessories, so things from sun creams to even cameras, make sure you pop down to your local high street discount store and you can certainly find your accessories a lot cheaper. Use comparison sites when looking for foreign currency to find the best exchange rates. It may seem a lot easier to pop down to your local bank, to the local supermarket, or even get it at the airport before you go, but it doesn't always work out cheaper. If there are a number of you travelling and think about booking a villa, these can often work out a lot cheaper than hotels as you're paying for the entire villa rather than per room. Double check excursion prices before you leave. If you travel into somewhere like Florida, then the theme park tickets can be really expensive if you buy them on the day. So use the theme park prices as a guide and look for specialist websites online for discounts and vouchers. If you're already bargain savvy like me, then consider looking around and build a whole package yourself. You don't have to get the standard package deal. You can get your flights, your hotel and your transfers separate, and you can save yourself a whole load of money. The biggest point to remember is that you can always find ways to save money. If you keep looking for it, you'll find it.
It can be so frustrating when you think you found a good deal for a holiday, then they add on the extra charges. That's happened to me in the past, so I keep having to shop around and then eventually I'll find a good deal.
I know, I feel like I've learned some great tips, but I'm going to be using some of those when I book my holiday, and I hope you guys at home will take them on board too. Right, let's catch up on the hub with Sophie.
We've had a lot of people tweeting in about what they will be missing after they finish university. So first of all, we've got a tweet of Pippa Smith. She says she's going to miss the student discount. I am too. I live off that thing. I think every shop I go into, I ask if I can get a student discount. Gemma Sutter has tweeted in saying she's going to miss it being acceptable to stay in bed all day and write an essay. I think every student is going to miss that. Definitely. Emma Dave has said she's going to miss the £2 Jaeger bombs. You guys going to miss the £2 Jaeger bombs?
Perhaps.
Okay, Ellie has tweeted in saying she's definitely going to miss all the freebies and discounts and the easy time my mum gives me when I mess up because I'm only a student. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky your mum gives you an easy time. Make the most of it while you can because there's not long left. Alex Ellison has tweeted in and said she's going to miss being asked to being filmed for people's uni work. It's definitely some great experience. You get to get involved with a lot of people's uni work over the 3 years, I think, and it really shows through. It shows in your own work as well, I think, And lastly, we have Chloe. She has said, I will miss the best friends I've had since meeting them on day one. Thank you for all your comments so far. Keep them coming into Facebook and Twitter at ExposureUSW. We have also just had news in that there is a trip being run to go and watch Deal or No Deal tomorrow, and there's still spaces left. So if you're interested, just give us a tweet.
Well, thank you very much, Soph. It was really nice to get all of those tweets in, especially about the Jaeger bombs. I think I prefer my tequila.
So a hot topic in Cardiff at the moment is the hit show Wicked over the Millennium Centre. Now, I've seen a lot of pictures on Instagram over the past week.
A lot.
I love the fact that they lit up the Millennium Centre in green to emulate the Emerald City. I love Wicked. I saw it back in London with the original cast, which was a few years ago. Truly amazing, and I love the song. Zara, have you seen Wicked or...?
No, I haven't seen Wicked, and that really upsets me. I got so excited when I saw that it was coming here, but by the time I got round to trying to buy tickets, they were sold out. But I've seen a lot of musicals. I'm a big musical person, so I love the theatre, and I can go and watch anything from musicals to like plays as well.
Well, Zara, I also love the theatre, stumbling over my own words. It's a great place to go over the summer, and there's a great lineup within the next couple of months. Here's Luke Todd on what to look out for.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm a front of house usher here at St David's Hall. I've worked at a couple of different places, the Millennium Centre down Cardiff Bay, Sherman Cemry and here. I really love the theatre, especially musicals. When you've got big star names like maybe Connie Fisher, John Barrowman and stuff, you've literally got them there in person. Loads of great things coming up here in Cardiff over the next few months into the summer. At Wales Millennium Centre, their big draw is Warhorse. It's by Michael Morpurgo. It's a national theatre production, and you may have already seen the movie based on it, a Steven Spielberg movie. It's got amazing puppets. I happened to see it when it came to Cardiff a couple of months ago for a promo shoot, and it looks amazing. It's there for about 6 weeks, and I think it's sold pretty well already. But they've also got Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats in July, and Cats, it's come to Cardiff a good 5 or 6 times, normally to the new theatre down here in the city, and it'll be nice to see how it works and transfers to a bigger stage, and the hit West Side Story, which is a more modern take on Romeo and Juliet. West Side Story has been a major hit in Broadway and the West End. They're all to come at Wales Millennium Centre. Right here in St David's Hall in the city centre, they've got the Welsh Proms. That's kind of like week-long celebration of classical music, and there's something for everyone with things for the little ones, the Tiddly Prom. Things that I'm really looking forward to, there's an outdoor theatre festival where they're doing shows like Sweeney Todd and Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. That's all outdoors, but the audience is covered, so no matter if it's miserable weather or sunny, you guys are safe. So we've got a great lineup of theatre for your summer, so don't forget to grab your ticket from the box offices, or you can visit visitcardiff.com for the latest information on what's on stage, screen and arenas across Cardiff. But maybe see you there when you grab your ticket.
Well, Zara, I used to work in the theatres front of house staff, and I absolutely loved it. Now, Luke spoke about shows in particular. Warhorse is amazing.
Definitely, it's so lovely.
How they construct the horse is just visually epic. I love West Side Story, it's such a classic. And Cats takes me back to when I was younger, because I saw that when I was little. It's such nostalgia for me, literally.
Well, I absolutely love West Side Story. I've seen it before, and I got to admit, I'm really excited to see all of those come into Cardiff. It's going to be an amazing time here in Cardiff. So, so in keeping with the local entertainment theme, we're now going to be joined by Peasants King, guys. Woo!
Hi
guys.
Thank you for coming in. So, would you like to firstly introduce yourselves to Exposure and your role within the band?
I'm Dan, I'm the singer.
My name's Rodri and I play guitar.
That's really awesome, guys. So, first up, how did you guys start then? Let's go right back to the beginning.
Way back.
Way back.
Well, me and Rod always lived next to each other.
Yeah, I've known Dan for about 9 years now.
And we were all kind of in different bands before, and due to university, college, and all other stuff like that, people left, people came in, and then eventually we started on Peasants King. So.
Wow. Did you always know that this is what you wanted to always do, become this band or music?
Well, it kind of just happened, didn't it?
Yeah, I've always wanted to sort of do something with music in my life, and obviously, like Dan was saying, I think we've always been in and out of different projects and bands and stuff. But I think it sort of just fell into place almost unexpectedly, because me, Dan and Lewis were left from the former band, and we wanted to just keep going.
Yeah.
So then Harry and Josh, the other two, we've always lived sort of in the same sort of area, so it fell into place quite easily.
Sounds like it has.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do outside of the band then? Are you guys in uni, school?
Yeah, well, we all study, except our drummer. Our drummer works as a sound engineer and lighting engineer.
That's cool.
In the Muni Arts Centre. And I study in Newport. You study here in the atrium?
Yeah.
Representing.
We just try and do as much music stuff as we can outside, like working on other people's projects, if it's producing, if it's helping out, just get ourselves out there.
So as a band, who would you say are your biggest influences?
It's always a hard question, because every member takes influence from so many different genres and different eras. And I think it's that sort of variation of influence that opens our minds to so many things when we're writing, and I think that's partly what structures the songs in such a way that we feel is quite unique. But I mean, we listen to all sorts. I mean, Dan listens to sort of
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, the Motown era. We also listen to sort of more modern things like, modern bands like Biffy Clyro, stuff like that.
So an array of music influences there.
And what's to look forward to then for you guys over the next few months?
On the 12th of this month, we're releasing our double EP through the record label Visible Noise. We recently signed with them, and we're just looking forward to so many opportunities to come with them. We have a gig in Club Ivor Bach with Catfish the Bottleman on the...
It's sometime this month.
Sometime this month.
Will the details be on your Facebook and Twitter?
Yeah. It's all over Twitter and Facebook already.
Okay.
And the final question, do you have any advice for aspiring musicians who may be watching?
First thing I'd say is record your track, get your stuff on BBC Introducing.
Definitely.
They're so supportive with everybody. It doesn't matter what stage you are at or how big you think you are. If you just stick your track on BBC Introducing, even if they'll just give you a bit of advice, and just keep going. Don't think you're doing something stupid, and make sure you get a good education before you do it.
That's amazing advice.
Because we love listening to you guys so much here at Exposure, we've actually tweeted one of your videos.
It's a cover actually, the Ed Sheeran
It's the cover one.
I think we all agreed that was one of ones that stuck out for us, and I liked your Stay Rihanna. So
thanks.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thanks for having us. Cheers.
And a huge thanks again for joining us, guys.
Cheers.
Well, it's time for our final ad break now, so stay tuned as we'll be catching up with student Megan Wigley-Jones, who will be talking about her radio degree across the pond.
Welcome to the National Museum Cardiff. Entry is completely free and the museum relies on visitors' donations to maintain and expand this wonderful place. Take an amazing journey from the very beginnings of time to the present day. Here you can discover art, archaeology, natural history and geology.
And welcome back. So Megan Wigley-Jones, who's a student here at the university, has joined us to talk about her summer plans. Hi, Megan.
Hello. Hi. So we understand that you studied radio here at the University of South Wales, and you were also involved in the Exposure Radio, our sister station, technically. So can you tell us and share with our listeners how that was for you?
It was pretty manic. It was fun. I'm sure you all know on Exposure TV is pretty hands-on.
Yes, it is.
It was the same in radio. We had a lot going on. I mean, we had like 12-hour days. Nice 8 a.m. starts.
We got you there. Fun. We got you there.
Yeah. But no, it was really good. I mean, we got a lot from it. It was very rewarding, very productive, and it was fun.
And tell us what's next for you then.
I'm going to America next, which is very scary, but I'm very excited. I'm going to teach radio to kids in a summer camp.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
That's my plans next.
So how did you decide to go to America to take your radio degree over there?
It's a big step.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I know friends who've done summer, Camp America kind of thing before, and I've always wanted to do it, and I sort of put it off. But I was like, right, I'm going to do it this time. I had a little look, had a research, and I realised that there's camps that they do performing art camps. So it's not just sports and activities like that. I mean, they do a lot of media things like video and radio and stuff.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
I applied, and because radio is quite rare to get someone who's quite experienced in radio, I was lucky to get that position. So.
Well, that's
congratulations
awesome.
to you as well.
And what do you think you'll gain from the experience then as a whole?
Well, I'm just going to build on the skills I've already got, I think. It's obviously quite challenging working with kids. I've worked with kids before, but it'll be interesting teaching them something, because I'm no teacher, but it'll be interesting seeing how they interact with the medium. So yeah, I think just mainly it's the experience, the adventure of it all, and then hopefully I'll just build on my skills
as a hard worker.
You said that you're going to build on your skills and gain experience. How are you feeling about that? Are you nervous to go to a different country?
I am very
Must be.
nervous, but I'm really excited though, because I mean, I have really wanted to do this for a while. And I just, if I never do it now, I never will. So
Exactly.
I am excited.
And how do you think you're going to prepare for this? Because it's such a big experience and opportunity.
Well, it's a lot of mentally. I'll be mentally preparing myself in like a few weeks to just settle down
Like
and
yoga,
think, right, this is going to happen. But in terms of actual, like, there's been a lot of preparation in the past few months in terms of like flights and all sort of payments.
Visa.
Yeah, oh, don't start me with that. Oh, just never ending like list of things to do, but it'll be worth it in the end.
It will be worth it. Do you have any plans for after you come back, or?
Yeah, about that, no. Well, the plan is obviously going to gain obviously a lot of experience and hopefully a bit more confidence by doing this thing in the summer. I would still like to go and do something in the media, maybe not necessarily radio, maybe even TV. So I'm gonna, I think, just volunteer, maybe find some work experience as well as having a part-time job, because I'm gonna need money to pay back the loan. But yeah, just I think just see what's going on. I mean, I live near Cardiff, so there's a lot going on, I think, in the media here. So hopefully I'll be able to get some work experience somewhere. See where we go.
Just before you go, what is the name of your camp you're going to?
It's called Camp Matoka, and it's an all-girl camp in Maine, which is near Boston.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
And congrats on getting this job.
Thank you very much.
For you.
Thank you.
Now, have you ever wondered what it's like to spend a day in the life of someone else? Or maybe what it'd be like to try out a different career? Well, here's Katie Cyrus.
Come down and I check all my orders and see what needs to be done that day. So I start off with some baking cakes and seeing how many I need. As this one is, I'm doing a dog cake, so I need to make sure that I can do all the body and stuff. I've been doing it now for about a year and a half. I started doing it because I guess the passion was always there. I always used to do it like as a child and stuff with my grandparents and my mom. I just wanted to make that into a career, really. What I wanted to bring, like my American side, is the wackiness of cakes over there. Over here it seems like it's more traditional. They don't really know what wacky is, so I kind of wanted to bring that, and I wanted to incorporate that over here and show y'all what cake can do.
What's your favorite flavor of cake?
That's a hard one. If I had to choose, it'd probably be pumpkin spice cake with cream cheese frosting. Oh, that's good.
Wow, that looked like an interesting place to go, or talk about pumpkin spice cake, you know, sounds tasty.
It was
making me hungry.
Very interesting.
Well, we're nearly to the end of the programme, but it's time where myself and Zara go to head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are. Sophie's joined us, as you can see, to be our special judge. So Sophie, I'll pass you over to you.
Brilliant. Okay, so now it's time for the picture caption game.
Woo.
Okay, so I've got a picture that links to the recent news and unusual news stories. All you have to do is look at the image and guess what the story is.
Bring it on.
So are you guys ready?
Oh, yes.
I'm ready.
So ready.
Yeah?
Come on.
Okay, let's go. Here's the first image. We have a big stack of food. There's a guy standing next to it.
It looks like cookies.
It kind of looks like a massive burger tower, so I'm going to say maybe like a man v food kind of challenge.
It's definitely America because no English person could eat that.
Can you seriously think of how many calories are in that burger?
Would you guys eat that?
I feel like I would put on 20 stone from that. Actually, from looking at this photo, I'd put on 25.
Yeah, I think I have as well. It's making me feel a bit ill. Okay, so have you got your guesses in?
I'm just going to say it's a leaning tower of
So I'm going to say it's like a man v food heavy calorie challenge.
Okay, so the story for this one is, so it's Burger Week in New York City at the moment. This mammoth burger created by John Clarkson of Mr. Easter's Fish and Chips contains over 25,000 calories. The appropriately named Pie Scraper contains a whopping stack of 10 burgers and has mini meals packaged inside the burger meat. Some of them include spaghetti bolognese and meatballs, pepperoni pizza and sausage. Clarkson stated, "We've already created a full burger encased inside another burger." So I just thought, why not try another other things inside of the burger? The Pie Scraper took almost 2 hours to assemble and stands at 5 foot and 4 inches tall, only 2 inches shorter than Clarkson himself.
So the whole burger encased thing, that should not be invented.
So technically the burger's cold.
That's illegal.
It is.
That is illegal.
Okay, so now let's have a look at the second picture. Here we have a UFO type looking picture.
It looks like a hotel.
Yeah, maybe like some kind of hotel.
One of those weird ones, you know,
like
you
one of
say-
those like unique glamping types.
Oh, I'm going to go glamping at the
Yeah,
UFO.
maybe it's like a unique
Does it
UFO
not, look a bit small for a hotel though? To you guys?
No, maybe it's like 2 people.
No, it
sleeping
has
there.
got holes in, like
a bit of a tent type thing.
Yeah, like a tent.
Okay, so the answer for this one is a rare Futuro home has recently popped up on eBay with a new buy it now price of $29,900. It's located in New Jersey and has the structure, and the structure was previously used at a fun fair for rides inspired by Star Trek, Planet of the Apes and Star Wars. But even more interestingly, despite the UFO shape and the general sci-fi feel, it was originally intended for real-life use.
I don't think I could use that, and I wouldn't have to pay that much money for that.
I think it's really cool.
Extortionate.
I'd like to go stay at it.
I think it is a bit extortionate.
Touch that one.
Okay, so the third image we have is it's of a sandcastle type thing.
Oh, that's quite pretty.
It's very extravagant.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's
flame.
kind of beautiful. It
That's
looks
my
like.
impression of that.
I'd like to say that it's man-made, but no, my luck is probably going to be one of those ones that an artist has done.
No, or it was created by the waves.
If it was man-made, then wow. Let's be honest.
That's effort.
Okay, so if you've got your answers in. This was actually a man who goes by the alias Sandcastle Matt, builds these amazing sandcastles in Massachusetts. I can't say that word. That's the one. Using materials including plywood, he creates the inner solid frames and then covers them with sand. The results are these strange sculptures that look like they're from another universe.
It's just been pointed out that actually that could be counted as cheating.
I think they're beautiful though. They look amazing.
It's pretty, but it's not exactly.
It is very pretty, I have to be honest. Okay, and the last image we have is of 2 geese, I think they are.
They look like
With
ducks.
babies. They've got babies.
It's on a motorway. It
That's
looks
in
like.
America, because look at the police car.
Okay, so we've established it's in America.
It's a location.
Maybe they were trying to like
cross the road.
They're like a family of geese that
Why
are trying
does
to
the- why
find their
does the
way
duck
home.
cross the
Maybe
road?
that's what's
It's living the joke.
Okay, so have we got your guesses in?
Yeah, I think they're a family of geese trying to find their way
They're trying to get to the
across
river.
the motorway.
Okay.
To the lake.
Okay, so the story behind this one. A family of Canada geese were helped safely off the Chicago interstate on Tuesday evening after a special police escort crept behind the birds and put off traffic for more than an hour during the evening commute. 7 geese, including 2 adults and 5 goslings, waddled along the road, closely followed by 2 police cruisers and a tow truck. The birds headed west and crossed the sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing place names. Illinois State line into Lansing, approaching the Wentworth Bridge. I do apologise.
That's the most adorable image ever. They're like celebrities having their own police.
Oh, they're so gorgeous and
They are really cute, and the police helped them. Bless
Look, it's so
them.
cute. It's adorable.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're nearly to the end of the show now.
But don't forget, we've got plenty more from the Exposure team with another 2 episodes tomorrow at the same time and same place. Here's what the first show at 1 p.m. has in store for you guys.
Coming up on the 8th of May on Exposure at 1 p.m, we catch up with Rachel and Ben, who adopted a dog from Cardiff Dogs Home. We head to Ebble Media and get some top tips for students about to graduate. Joe Malone joins Ellen for a chat about life after finishing university. Jenny gives students some top money-saving tips. We head to the riverfront in Newport to find out what shows are coming up this year, as well as Exposure's top 3 most anticipated films of 2014. Exposure goes dark as we discover the dark side of Llandaff. We also have an exclusive interview with actor Darren Evans, most recently known as Danny Two Hats in My Mad Fat Diary on E4. All this and more on Exposure, Thursday the 8th of May at 1 p.m.
It sounds like it's going to be a great show, so make sure you stay tuned in for that.
Well, I know it's been a fantastic day, wouldn't you agree, girls?
Yes.
Thanks for watching all of today's programmes. I hope you enjoyed the show. So it's from me, Zara and Sophie. See you soon and have a great evening.
Bye.